ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लंबोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये यस्य द्विरदवक्त्राद्या पारिषद्या परस्सथं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिं जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्तेष्वभिघ्नः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोचिधकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सताम् वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषमिस्तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतम् पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तं मनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुस्थं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यः स्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपमतितीर्षतां तमोन्धम संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। Today we will take up from where we left off yesterday. We came up to Slokam 18 in Adhyayam 12, Skandam number 4. Today, with His grace, with Bhagavan's grace, we will take up Slokams 19 through 27, which talks about the arrival of Mahavishnu's emissaries to take Dhruva. I will read the first slokam 19, and after that, with Bhagavan's grace, I'll share an anecdote with you so you all can appreciate how does a good soul, a true bhakta, when he leaves his body, what really happens. Slokam number 19. Sa dadarsa vimanadyam नभसः अवतरत् ध्रुवः विभ्राजयत् दश दिशः राकापतिम् इव उदितम् स ददर्श विमानाद्यं नभासः अवतरत् ध्रुवः विभ्राजयत् दश दिशः राकापतिम् इव उदितम्. Now Dhruva dadarsa, Dhruva saw. What did he saw? Vimanagyam. Vimanagyam dadarsa. Saha Dhruvaha Vimanagyam dadarsa. That Dhruvan, Vimanagyam, Vimanagyam, Ur is there, which is not here. One second. Agyam, Vimanagyam. Okay? And so Vimanagyam means the most resplendent, the best among the Vimanam means we think of it as aeroplane. It's like a Pushpaka Vimanam. It's like that. But very exalted Vimanam, very great, very exquisite Vimanagyam dadarsa. He saw that. Now, how did this Vimanam look like? Uditam Rakapatim Iva. Now, Uditam means something that is rising up. Rakapatim, full moon. When the full moon rises up, what happens to the various, all the 10 directions, what happens? Beautiful it is. It all becomes well illuminated, very cool and illuminating, isn't it? And it's effulgent at the same time. It's very cool to your eyes, very pleasant. So, Uditam Rakapatim Iva Dasa Disaha Vibhrajayat. Vibhrajayat means brightening up. Brightening up all the 10 directions, appearing cool and bright like a full moon that is rising up. Then, where did the Vimanam come from? Nabasaha Avatarat, descending from the Akasam. Nabasaha. It is descending down. So beautiful, so bright it is. That Vimanagrayam, that Vimanatai, Dhruvaha dadarsa, he saw. Now remember, Ahankaram is gone, he's in bliss. So the chariot, Vimanam, has arrived. Now, what is exactly happening here? This is very important. It is true. What is described here is the truth. It is not just a story. This is what happened. Once, when Swami was giving a discourse, one of his devotees by the name Colonel Bose had worked in the army and retired, became a very close, very staunch devotee of Bhagavan, written an excellent book, the exemplary book on management. Okay. Now, that aside, so he was sitting on the floor just below Swami's gave the dais, and he was sitting on the row here on the audience, close to the dais. And all of a sudden, Swami stopped the discourse midway and then came down from the dais. Everybody was wonderstruck. What is happening? Swami has never done that before. And he came directly to Bose and he said, Bose, get up. What had happened was Bose was also an elderly devotee, and while Swami was giving the discourse, he had actually, his head slumped and he died. But the Pranan was leaving the body. Swami came down and said, Bose, get up. And immediately Bose got up. And then Swami asked him to describe what had happened. It was such a beautiful, goosebumps giving, very pacifies all the mental agitation, a phenomenally incident that gives confidence to every one of us. He said, I was listening to the discourse and all of a sudden I was not here. I saw a resplendent, huge bird in front of me. And it was looking at me with so much love and compassion that I cannot even describe it. Bright, effulgent, shining everywhere, beautiful bird, huge bird, and looking at me so lovingly. Then Swami said, that is Garuda. In our scriptures, Garuda Puranam describes what happens when our life force leaves this body, what happens to it? We all look at only the body, but what happens to the life force? What happens to the mind? How do we travel? Everything is described in Garuda Puranam. Now, the Garuda himself coming this way and taking you means you are a Punyatma. You've done lots of merits, lots of Punyangal that you have accumulated. So he is taking you directly to Vishnupadam. Like that, something is happening here for Dhruva. So he saw this resplendent Vimanam descending from the Akasam in front of him. Now, next few slokangal in Sanskrit grammar, they all describe only two people. Sanskrit grammar, remember, single, and then in English we have plural. But in Sanskrit, that's an intermediary. It's one, two, and then more than two. So the grammar that is used in the next few slokangal denotes there were only two people. Okay? Understand? So we will continue now. Number 20. Tatra anu deva pravarau chaturbhujau syamau kisorau arunambujekshanau sthitau avashtabhya gadam suvasasau kirita hara angada charukundalau. Tatra anu deva pravarau chaturbhujau syamau kisorau arunambuja ikshanau sthitau avashtabhya gadam suvasasau kirita hara angada charukundalau. Tatra anu dadarsa, you have to take it from the previous sloka. Now, what did Dhruva saw? Dhruva, tatra, there, in that Vimanam, Dhruvaha, anu dadarsa, he saw. What did he saw? What did he see? Now the grammar, Deva Pravarau, Chaturbhujau, Syamau, all these denote double, only two. So Deva Pravarau, he saw two exalted Uttama Deva Purushargal, he saw in that Vimanam. Now, how did these Deva Purushargal look like? Chaturbhujau, they all had four hands, like Mahavishnu, Sriman Narayana. Syamau, Syamala Varnan, we say Bhagavan when we think of Krishna and all that. But when Bhagavan, those Deva Shreshthas along, who are always with Sriman Narayana, they also look like him. Important to understand, very look like him. Another anecdote occurs to me, I'll share with you. These are all actually happened, not so far ago, a few hundred years ago when Ramanujacharya was living. And when he was going to Tirumala Hill, that's why we call it Ramanuja Padi. Even now, the Murangal Muruchan, we say in the last section of Tirumala Hills when you go up on foot. And those steps, Acharya did not walk on them. He walked on them on his knee. He bent down. And even now, today, people do it. Okay, and they climb up the steps on that particular section, very steep, on their knees, not on their feet. So that's why it's called Murangal Muruchan. Murangal means knee. Muruchan means very tough on your knees. Okay. So anyway, so Ramanujacharya with his disciples was going to Tirumalai to have Bhagavan Darshan. Then the disciples and all that, they all got on the way, they took some rest, and he sent a disciple to go and fetch some water because everybody was thirsty. So the disciple went, and they waited a while and he didn't come back. So Acharya sent another person. Go find out what happened to him. So the other person also went, looked for him, and then he saw him coming out of the cave hurriedly with a look on his face as if he has experienced something extraordinary. He was not afraid or anything. Actually, he was so blissful. And then he hurried towards, say, what happened? Why were you delayed? No, Swami, He was reporting. I went looking for water, and then as I saw the cave was there, and I went inside the cave, thinking there will be some waterfall, some water will be available there. So I went inside, and I couldn't believe what I saw. The place was resplendent and bright, effulgence everywhere. So peaceful, so blissful, beautiful, divine music was there, was flowing there. And then I saw lots of people silently and very happily. They were all moving about, but each one of them was Shyamala Varnan carrying. They all had four arms, Chaturbhujam, and they looked so pretty and so beautiful and attractive. They were all carrying out different activities, completely bent on it. And in this group, right in the center, was seated another Shyamala Varnan with Chaturbhujam. And all the other attendants, they were all attending on him. Even though they were doing many activities, their focus was only on him. And this person at the center who was seated there, how can I describe him? And then all of a sudden, one of the attendants saw me, immediately came to me and said, no, you cannot, not yet, you cannot come here yet. And then I came out. And then Ramanujacharya said, how blessed you are to have darshan of Sriman Narayana like this in Vaikuntham. And that is what is happening here. Okay, so these two Chaturbhujau with 4 arms, Shyamau Shyamalavarnam, Kisorau, very young, youthful looking. Young means nothing chronological age. No. Bhagavan is ever young. Okay, it's a youthfulness of it. Okay, Kisorau, very youthful, and Aruna Ambuja Ikshanau, Aruna, the sunrise color, the reddish color, Aruna Ambuja, that color, the lotus flower petal is. Okay, the petal of the lotus flower is what you have to look at. And then when you look at the inside of the petal, that red color is the color of the sunrise. And that Ikshanau, with his eyes looking like that, like wide and visalam, of the petals of a tamara flower, lotus flower, Aruna Ambuja Ikshanau, and Aruna Ambuja Ikshanau, Gadam Avashtabhya, okay, Gadam Avashtabhya, carrying Gadai mace, and Sitau, they were standing in front of him, right there, with mace in the hand, like this, beautifully, and then Suvasasau, dressed beautifully in the clothes, it was, and the clothes they were wearing, Kiritam, that you know what it is, crown, Hara, wearing garlands, Angadam, the shoulderlets, the circular thing that you wear around your shoulder. Charu Kundalam, Charu means very beautiful. Kundalam, you know what it is, hanging from the ears. And wearing all this, Vasasau, beautifully dressed, and Syamau, Kisorau, Chaturbhujau, and they were standing Sitau in front of him. Those Deva Pravarau, those two Deva Uttama Devargal, the Pravargalai, Pravarau, Devargalai, Anudadasta, he saw him very close to him. Number 21. Vijnaya tau samagaya kinkarau abhyuttitaha sadvata vismrutakramaha ganama namani grunan madudvishaha pashat pradhanau iti samhatanjalihi Vijnaya tau Uttama Gaya Kinkarau Abhyuttitaha Sadvasa Vismrutakramaha Nanami Namani Grunan Madudvishaha Parshat Pradhanau Iti Samhatanjalihi. So he saw them. Then what did he do? The Dhruva immediately Samhatanjalihi Nanama. He Anjali, Samhatanjali, with both palms clasped together, Nanama, he worshipped them. How did he worship them? Tau Samhatanjalihi nanama. Tau, to those two people of Iruvarayam, grammatically of Iruvarayam, Samhatanjali, Kai Kupikonde, like with the palms together, nanama, he worshipped them. Then, what did he think? Uttamagaya Kinkarau. They are Uttamagaya Kinkarau. Kinkara means not Rakshasara. Kinkara means servants. Please, attendants. That's even a better way to put it. Uttamagaya Bhagavans. Uttamagaya Bhagavanudaya. Bhagavan's attendants. Vijnaya. Thus, understanding it, knowing it, that they are Bhagavan's attendants. Abhyuttitaha. Immediately he got up. Dhruva got up. Immediately stood up. Then, Madhu Vishaha, one who killed the Rakshasa called Madhu, that Bhagavan Sriman Narayanudaya, Vishaha, Parshat Pradhanau. Very important, Parshat attendance. So they are very important, very important attendants, Sevakas of Bhagavan. That way he understood it, Vijnaya, immediately, because when Bhagavan sends you emissaries, not odd like when Hanuman comes, very important emissary from Bhagavan, isn't it? So immediately, because of that, Satvasa Vismurta Kramaha, he became such hurried immediately, didn't waste any time, very hurriedly, okay? And there are certain protocols involved, certain procedures, where you have to do certain things like argyam and all those things that you have to offer. None of all those things he forgot, because so hurriedly he got up. Then, Namani Grunanne, only reciting Bhagavan's name, Samatanjalihi Nanama, with eyes, with hands, palms together, he worshipped them, reciting Bhagavan's name. No protocol, no nothing. Hurriedly he got up and he was doing that. Number 22. Tam Krishna Padabhi Nivishta Cheta Sambattanjalim Prasraya Namak Prasrayan, let me read it properly here. Prasraya Namra Kandharam Sunandana Nandau Upasrutya Samsmitam Prati Uchatuhu Pushkaranabha Sammatau. Let me read it again, because I have not written it clearly here in my notebook. Tam Krishna Padavi Cheta Chetasam Tam Krishna Padhavi Nivishta Chetasam Baddhanjalim Prasraya Namra Kandharam Sunanda Nandau Upasrutya Samsmitam Prati Uchatuhu Pushkaranabha Sammatau. Now, those two sevakas of Bhagavan, Swami Narayana sent them, Sunanda and Nanda, their names. And what did they do? Once he got up and did namaskaram and worshipped them, those Sunanda Nandau, those Sunanda and Nanda, tam upasrutya tasmitam prati uchatuhu. That is a sentence. From there we'll build up so you understand. So, Sunanda Nandau tam upasrutya tasmitam prati uchatuhu. Sunanda Nandas tam to the Durvanai, upasrutya, coming close to him, tasmitam, with a beautiful smile on their face, very pleasant smile on their face, prati uchatuhu, they spoke to him. And what did they say? Pushkaranabha Sammatau. Pushkaranabhan, Padmanabhan, Bhagavan Sriman Narayanan, Sammatau, one who is very pleasing to him. Okay, he is in their army, so to speak, in their family, very close to him. Sammatau. Sammatam means not agreement only. One Sammatam means Sammatam. One, they are always with Bhagavan. And those Sunanda, those two people, Krishna Padavi Nivishta Chetasam, one who has fixed his mind and heart and everything only in the feet of Bhagavan Krishna, the lotus feet of Bhagavan Krishna. Baddhanjalim, one who is doing the namaskaram with the anjalim. Prasraya Namra Gandharam, Prasraya Namra, because now it is not doing a politician type of namaskaram. When you do namaskaram, you also bend your head in humility and reverence. Prasraya Namra, because he was reverentially worshipping them, what happened to his neck? His neck was also bent. So Namra Gandharam means with a neck that is bent down. So Krishna Padhavi Nivishta Chetasam, Padhanjalim, Prasraya Namra Gandharam Tam. That Durvanai, whose neck was bent because he was reverentially worshipping them, and Durvan is the one who always fixed mind and heart, everything fixed only on the lotus feet of Bhagavan, and also doing namaskaram. That Durvanai, Sunandanandau, who are the Sunandananda, who are Pushkaranabha Sammatau, they are very servants, close servants of Bhagavan. Upasritya Sasmitam Prati Uchatuhu. They approached Dhruva and spoke to him very smilingly, with a beautiful smile on their face. Now, number 23. Sunandanandau Uchatuhu. Sunandananda spoke. They said, Bho Rajan Subhadram te Vacham Naha Abhahitaha Sunu Yaha Panchavarshaha Tapasa Bhavan Devam Apita Tripata Tasya Akhila Jagat Dhatuhu Dhatuhu Avam Devasya Sarginaha Parshadau Iha Sampraptau Netum Tvam Bhagavat Padam. Bho Rajan Subhadram te Vacham Naha Avahitaha Sunu Yaha Panchavarshaha Tapasa Bhavan Devam Ati Tripate Tasya Akhila Jagad Dhatuhu Avam Devasya Sarginaha Parshadau Iha Sampraptau Netum Tvam Bhagavat Padam. Now here I'll give you the Padarthangal. It will be very clear to you. Very simple, beautiful it is. Bho Rajan, Bho Sambho, we sing. That Bho is Bhagavan, effulgence. That's what it means. Oh, Bho, Rajan, all Mangalangal. Te Subhadram, all auspicious will be unto you. This is how they used to greet each other those days. Not hello and how are you and all that. Badram te means bhajaniyam, all worshipable, all mangalangal, auspiciousness, peace, bliss, shantam, everything be unto you. All those things are included with Badram. Badram just not mean protection and security. Okay, security comes only in the company of Bhagavan. So that is what that means. So Bho Rajan te Subhadram Naha Vacham Avayitaha Srunu. Naha Vacham, our words. Avayitaha, carefully, peacefully, carefully, Srunu, listen. Listen to our words carefully. Yaha Panchavarshaha, which 5-year-old child, boy, Bhavan, you, 5-year-old boy, you, tapasa, by your tapas, evam ati tripat, you pleased him so much, extraordinarily you pleased him with your tapas as a 5-year-old child. Yaha, that you, tvam, unnai, that you, akila jagad dhatuhu devasya, akila jagad dhatuhu, dharam means support. dharmam, dharayati iti dharmaha. So the dhatuhu means one who is supporting. Akhila Jagat, all the universes, all the worlds, one who is supporting it. That devasya, that bhagavanai. Okay, one who is giving the supporting everything, all the worlds. Tasya sarginaha parshatau. That Bhagavan, parshatam means close by, very close to you. Okay, on your side, if you want to call it, whichever way you want to say, very close. Tasya sarginaha. Sarginaha means one who is carrying the sargam, the bow called sargam, which is Mahavishnu, Sriman Narayana. Okay, sargam is the name of the bow. Sarginaha, the one who carries the bow. So, tasya sarginaha parshatahu, that Bhagavan, we're very close to him, avam, we too, avam, again it's a double, okay? We too were very close to Bhagavan Sriman Narayana, one who is supporting all the worlds and all that. The two of us, Bhagavat Patam, Tvam Unnai, Tvam, listen, Tvam Unnai, you, Bhagavat Padam Netum, take you to the lotus feet, Bhagavan's place, Paramapadam. Iga Sampraptau, we have come here. We have come here to take you to Paramapadam, that Bhagavan's abode. Bhagavan who supports all the universes. And we are very close to him. We are very close servants of him. And we have come here to take you to his abode. That's what. Listen to our words carefully. Say, Bho Rajan, Te Subhadram. That's how they begin. What a beautiful sentence it is. So this is what they tell him. Then 25. Sudurjayam Vishnupadam Jitam Tvaya Surayoho Aprapya Vichakshate Param Atishta Tat Chandra Divakara Adayoho Graha Rukshataraha Pariyanti Dakshinam. Beautifully it is described. When you talk of pole star and all in English, we get confused. Dhruva Nakshatram, where is it? We describe here. Okay? So where Bhagavan is not, Paramapadam does not mean Vaikuntham is somewhere way up. No, it is not that. Okay? Bhagavan is right in the center of the universe. Please always remember that. Center of everything. Now, so it said, Sudurjayam Vishnupadam Jitam Tvaya Yat Surayoho Aprapya Vichakshate Param Atishta Tat Chandra Divakara Adayoho Graha Rukshataraha Pariyanti Dakshinam. Beautiful it is. Now they say where? Yat Param, which exalted place, supreme place. Surayaha Aprapya, even the Maharishigal, Maharishigal Kuda Aprapya, not able to achieve it, not able to get it. Yat Param, that supreme place. The Surayaha Aprapya Vichakshate. So Surayaha, the Maharishigal Aprapya, not being able to get it. So what do they do? They only Vichakshate, only look at it from very far away. They're not able to get to that place. Yat Param, that supreme, most exalted Paramapadam. And Chandra Divakara Adayah Graha Riksha Taraha Dakshinam Pariyanti. Dakshinam means right side. So when you do Pradakshinam, we always do the right way. If you remember right, we never do, we always call it as clockwise in English, right? So that is Dakshinam. Okay? So they say, this place, supreme place, where even the Rishigal are not able to achieve. So they look at it from, how do they look at it? They look at it only as Chandran, the moon, Divakara, the sun, Adeha, all those Grahangal, planets, Riksha Taraha, the important, various, most important Nakshatrangal, stars and all that, all these, okay, Dakshinam Pariyanti, they all do circumambulation in a Dakshina way, going from the right to left. And that's all the rishis are able to see. Like you and I, scientists, all we can see is the universe, galaxies, all moving around and around, but we're not able to get to that place where they all revolve around. That even the Rishis are not able to do it. That place is Paramapadam. That's where they're going to take it. That is Dhruva Nakshatram. Okay? So Daksh Pariyanti, that. Sudurjayam, not easily won over. Sudurjayam, very difficult to win. Very difficult to attain this. That Vishnupadam, Paramapadam, that Vishnupadam, Tvaya, by you, Unnal, Jitam, has been won over. You have won that. Very difficult to win, very difficult to get. Even the Rishis can't get it. So they all see all the planets and everything only revolving around it, doing pradakshinam around it. That's all they do, because they can't get to it. That Paramapadam, which is Sudurjayam, Tvaya Jitam, you have obtained it. Therefore, Atishtha, alight, get on this chariot, get on this pushpa, the Vimanam, they say. 26. Anastitam te pitrubhihi anyehi api anga karhichit. Atishtha jagatam vandhyam tat vishnoho paramam padam. Anastitam te pitrubhihi anyehi api anga karhichit. Atishtha jagatam vandhyam tat vishnoho paramam padam. Anga, a child, a Dhruva. Te pitrubhihi, even by your ancestors. Anyehi, even others, by others. Te pitrubhihi, even by your ancestors. Unde munnorgalalum, by your ancestors. Anyehi api, even by others. Karhichit anastitam, not even been obtained, not even once. It has not been obtained by them even once. Jagatam Vandhyam, the most exalted, worshipable by everybody, every being, every item in this creation is praying for this. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityor ma amritam gamaya. That's a prayer, right? You, me, and a pebble, and a blade of grass, and a snake, everything, and a drop of water. Everything is praying only for this. Asato ma sadgamaya. Release me, take me to truth from untruth. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, from ignorance from darkness, darkness of ignorance to light of knowledge. Then mrityor ma amritam gamaya, from mortality to immortality. That place, that is what Jagatam Vandhyam, Tat, that Vishnoho Paramam Padam, that Vishnu Paramapadam, that Bhagavan's abode, where Bhagavan is stable, situated, unshakably. That place, Atishtha, you will get it. Come on, get up. Get on to this Vimanam. Anastitam te pitrubhihi anyehi api anga karhichite. Atishtha jagatam mandhyam tat vishnoho paramam padam. 27. Etat vimana pravaram uttamaslokha maulina upasthapitam ayushmanne adhirodam tvam arhasi. Arhadai, we say colloquially in Tamil. It's a colloquial phrase that you all would have heard. Arhatai means deservedness. We cannot want everything. I must deserve it. If I deserve it, it will come my way. That is called arhasi, that you deserve it. You have earned it. You understand? The big difference. Okay, we all want things, but we must earn it. Okay, and anyway, so it's taking Etat Vimana Pravaram Uttamasloka Maulina Upasthapitam Ayushmanne Adhirodham Tvam Arhasi. Yeah. Ayushmanne, one who has got a long life. Long life does not mean 100. Please, till eternity, till time immemorial, as long as time is there, is a Sirajivi, something like that. Ayushmanna. Uttama Sloka Maulina. Maulina means Maulinal, Bhagavanal. Mauli is a name for Bhagavan. Bhagavanal, okay? By Bhagavan, Bhagavanal. Uttama Slokam, one who is being worshipped and praised by all the Uttamas. Slokam, Uttama Slokam is also named for Bhagavan, okay? Another name, Slokam, is also named for him. The most reverend, revered and worshipped that by that Bhagavan, Upastapitam, that has been given. Upastapita means Bhagavan has created this, has made this, okay? Upastapitam, Yetat Vimana Pravaram. This exalted Vimanam, this Vimanam has been made by Bhagavan for you, by that Bhagavan Uttama Sloki. Okay, that Mauli has made this for you. It's a Vimana Pravaram, exalted Vimanam made by Bhagavan for you. In this Vimanam, Etad Vimana Pravaram, in this Vimanam, Tvam, you, Adhirodham, like this, to get on this Vimanam, Arhasi, you deserve it. You are most deserving to get on this. Specially made by Bhagavan for you, because you have won over the Durjayam, very difficult to win, the Durjayam, Paramapadam, Tvam, the Tvai Chitam. It has been won over by you. Bhagavan is very pleased with you, very pleased. Ati Prititam, he says, very pleased. Come on, get on. So we have come here to take you to that Paramapadam, Vishnupadam, the place around which all the Chandran, the Suryan, the Grahangal, Nakshatrangal, everything are doing circumambulation. They are doing pradakshinam around this place because they're all worshipping. We all, same way we do pradakshinam in a temple. We all do. The whole universe is doing it. And what is the Garbha Graham, as we call it? That is Paramapadam. And that place, even the Rishigal have not reached it. But that you have now deserved. Come on. We have come to take you to there. And we are very close attendants of Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. Okay? That is what we say. Yetat Vimana Pravaram Uttama Slokam Maulina Upastapitam Ayushmanne Adhirodam Tvam Arhasi. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Santi Santi Santi. Harihi Om.